Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chocolate pecan pie. Let's begin. So to get started on the recipe, you'll want to make your pastry. I already have a video and blog post on this, so I will link that down below. Make your pastry and then chill it, and once it's been chilled you can then start to roll it out onto a well floured surface and ensure that you flour your rolling pin. You'll then want to roll it out until it's around the same thickness as a pound coin, and it might take you a little longer than usual, but don't worry. Once you've got the pastry rolled out, you can then drape it over a rolling pin, get your tart or pie dish, and then just drape it over, press it into to get into all the crevices, and then trim away the excess, leaving a little lip around the edge, as we will need this to decorate it later on. I just run a sharp knife around the edge. Feel free to use a serrated knife or a plain edge knife, it's really up to you, whichever you find easier or you prefer to work with. With the pastry that is remaining, you can go ahead and flour your surface and re-roll it, and you will only want to re-roll it once, as it will become too tough in texture then. Roll it out to the same thickness as you did the pastry case, and then I'm using these little leaf cutters I brought online a couple of years ago, and I'm just using these around the edge of the pie just to give it a bit of a more decorative edge. It looks a bit better than just a plain edge, but feel free to just crimp it. This is a way to use up the excess pastry as well, so there's less food waste, which is ideal. You can then go ahead and grab your unbaked pie case, and you'll want to just brush some egg around the edge, and this is so we can stick the leaves on and it'll act as a sort of edible glue. So place your first leaf on there, and at the very base of it you'll want to secure it onto the pastry case using a fork. This is just to keep it there and secure, and if you don't want to press too hard but you want to apply enough pressure that it will stay, then overlap the next leaf just onto it, and it should hide the ugly bit that you've just poked into the pastry, and you want to repeat this until you've got the whole pastry case done. So the filling is super easy to make. All you need to do is grab yourself a medium-sized bowl, and into it place your butter and your dark chocolate, which is around 70 to 75% cacao solids. Then melt that in the microwave in about 20-second bursts, being careful not to burn it. Then into a large mixing bowl place your eggs, followed by this chocolate and butter mixture that has been allowed to cool a little, and then add it directly into your eggs. You will also want to add in the golden syrup. A little tip for you, it's a lot easier to work with golden syrup if it's slightly warm, so feel free to heat it in the microwave just briefly. Then you can also add in your sugar, and not forgetting the cocoa powder. This is just to help intensify that chocolate flavour. Now you've got all of your ingredients into a bowl, you can just whisk them together until you have a smooth mixture. It won't be 100% smooth, but it should be smooth and glossy, and that's all you are looking to do. Once you've achieved that, you can then go ahead and add in your pecan nuts. You can roughly chop them, but I just like to leave them whole, as when you cut it you get much more kind of texture, and when you cut it you can see where the pecans are and they're not quite whole, so that's what I prefer. But again, mix them in until it's fully incorporated. Then grab your pastry case that has been in the fridge and pour in your pecan pie filling. And it may not look like a lot, but let it settle and then just move it around. Trust me, there's enough in there, as it will rise once in the oven. And just before you place your tart into the oven to bake, you will then want to ensure that you brush the leaves over with a small amount of the egg wash that was left over that we used for the glue earlier on. Give your leaves a generous coating, as this will help colour the pastry. And here is what the tart looks like once it's baked and cooled down completely. You've got that classic pecan pie consistency on top, and even the bake, it's very dense and chocolatey. It's perfect, trust me, give it a try and you won't regret it. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to all my social media, so don't forget to go and follow me on those, as I am trying to be a little bit more active. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.